Well, we got the news from Binance. We weren't quite expecting it, but a 180 shift quite significantly from CZ Binance. Again, not often that happens. Shows an interest in Lunar Classic and equally shows that this is a topic that he is prepared to talk about. We're going to take a look at exactly what transpired on the back of the 1.2% burn from Binance and what does that mean for everyone in the Lunar Classic community going forward. Equally, we're going to take a look at the Terra Lunar Classic price and the news on potential news from OKX. So if that's something you like the sound of, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Over 70% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed. So if you want to get your daily content on Lunar Classic, just hit that and subscribe button, turn the bell on. Also leave a like on this video. I appreciate it. Gets it out to everybody. And let's dive straight into this one. So here is the Loon C Burnham from Binance. Now, CZ did the AMA. Really interesting AMA where he was very selective of the words he used, and equally was very poignant around the topics he was prepared to talk about. And ultimately, he was in a world where it wouldn't be beneficial for the exchanges, and it wouldn't be financially beneficial for Binance to support on and off chain 1.2% burn tax. Now, that obviously got a lot of information out to the community and a lot of emotion was done. We saw a pretty aggressive sell-off, albeit that does look like it's kind of come back a little bit now. And then we got this tweet not so long afterwards saying that Binance will kind of support the 1.2% burn tax, albeit they're going to put it in the hands of the traders. Now, we have to be careful here because this, for me, isn't exactly what we want. Yes, it's a positive step in the right direction, but this for me is CZ aligning this to almost hide behind the community. We've got to be really conscious here that the traders, the people that are swing trading and scalping Lunar Classic, aren't necessarily invested and interested in this long term. So I do think we need to be mindful of this. And I've also seen loads of people saying remove everything from Binance and put it on another exchange. Again, there are two things right now that we probably need to be aware of. Staking is one of the best things we can do. It removes the tokens from circulation, ultimately supports long term in the project, and equally you can benefit from staking your tokens away. Now, obviously there is lots of people that you can stake with, lots of validators that you can support, and equally we are looking forward to that October 26th where we get the community validators. But ultimately, what does Binance says? Well, it says here, step 1. We will implement an opt-in button for people to opt in to pay a 1.2% tax for their Lunar Classic trading. So something you do as you trade, you'll say, yes, I'm happy to pay a 1.2% burn tax, and then they will automatically take it off. Now, again, there are no dates set in stone on this. We'll try and keep you up to date with everything that comes out. The step 2 was what opt-in accounts reach a holding of 25% of the total Lunar held on Binance. Now, we know that's about 34%, about 2.5 trillion coins. It says we start to charge 1.2% tax on all opt-in traders where they trade Lunar. This prevents people who don't hold Lunar to affect the votes. Also gives early adopters peace of mind that they are not only paying an extra 1.2% burn, the tax kicks in at a 25% quorum. Should encourage them to opt in more easily. And then finally, stage 3, which everyone is talking about, is that when we reach 50% of the Lunar trading volume on Binance, we'll roll out the 1.2% trading tax for all Lunar trading. This prevents large Lunar whales who may hold large amounts but don't actively trade to influence votes. And I think that's really important that some of these wallets will have huge amounts, long-term investors on Lunar Classic that won't be trading, that they won't be in effect dealing with that 1.2% burn tax. So this ultimately does deal with a smaller percentage of people, but hopefully will support the greater good. Now, what I wanted to tell you, see currently on the time of recording this video, we're currently sat at the 2553 range. This is actually social engagement. Now, we did see here on the 9th of August, we saw a significant move both in terms of social engagement and the price. This was kind of when we were topping out at our all-time highs. We're currently down here right now, just 23rd of September. We are down a little bit on our social engagement as we are on the price. Now, I do expect this to move as the news from Binance, ultimately we are getting free advertising out of Binance right now. Yes, they're doing it for their exchange, but we as a community and we as a project are getting free advertisement. Now we can see the green line being obviously the price and the orange and blue line being the social mentions and social engagement, which ultimately are up, which is always a good news, but we are not where we were in terms of that all-time high bit, and that does correlate to the price. Now, remember what I did in my video yesterday, lower price does equal more burned Lunar coins. Now, we're touching nearly $500 million yesterday, and again, remember that's not full implementation on all of the exchanges, so there is more to come. And then this is kind of giving me context. It says OKX activates Terra Classic tax burn of 848 million Lunar destroyed since the burn implementation. This is actually referring to the 1.2% burn tax tax across all of the exchanges, not just necessarily OKX, but it is a significant step forward. We are soon going to be the top performing burner at 1.2%, and I think it's really important. Ultimately though, this isn't going to be the be all and end all. Yes, we want the exchanges to come on board. Yes, we want them to support this 1.2% burn tax, but decentralized applications, the repegging of USTC will ultimately burn significantly more Luna Classic in the long term for this blockchain. So there is still a lot to work through. And again, I've been trying to say this to people on my live streams, 9 p.m. GMT. Don't forget that actually there's a long-term play with Luna Classic. Yes, we were in the sixes, and if you bought in the sixes, you're probably feeling not great right now. But again, think about why you invested in, think about where we've come from, think about the potential, and there is so much more to come with this. The community is behind it. We have influenced CZ Binance, the most powerful exchange we have on the globe right now, is talking about Luna Classic. His opinion changed through community voting and community opinion. He has opened up a lifeline where we can see both on and off chain 1.2% burn tax, depending on both trading volume, traders, and what we see going through that exchange. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens over the course of the next few months. Again, as soon as we get that information that button is there, I'm going to let you know on this YouTube channel. So do me a favor, make sure you subscribed and hit a like so you know when we upload all that information. If you're not already following me on Twitter, go and check me out on Twitter. It's at 2bitcrypto_YT, and I do tweet out every single day about Luna Classic and also keep you up to date with everything going on in the space. So with that being said, thank you very much for all the support recently. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.